Hi, welcome to another episode of Silver Fox Scotland. The Church of Scotland has embroiled itself quite deeply and badly and wrongly in a trans row after a church minister allowed a biological male to use the female toilets. And when a member of the congregation complained about this, that member was told by the minister, quite inappropriately, wrongly and inaccurately, that it was the advice he'd received, it was the guidance, it was the law. And of course it is none of those things. It's actually, of course, illegal. Well, it's gone up. The bishops are getting involved. They're being forced to... Not the parishioners don't want this vicar or this minister to lose his job, but they do want him to be put right as to what is the correct procedure. Now the church has, of course, been forced into this U-turn, mainly to the Supreme Court's decision, and the bishops are sort of going out there and apologising deeply. But it's very odd, isn't it? And you'd think the church would know better, given all the problems they have with, children. That they wouldn't be allowing grown men into women's safe areas. Or, there might be young girls in there, but, that's the church for you. Come unto me, little children. They do like their children, don't they? All religions, not just the Church of Scotland, it's all religions. They love children, love getting their hands on children. Going to screw with their minds, But there we go, another one. But of course, this is just the tip, pardon the pun, of the iceberg. The Scottish Government itself is still breaking the law. It's still allowing men into women's toilets. And worse, into women's jails. John Swinney, in fact, has been given a final warning. There is a court case pending. He can stop it. It's only him. But the Equality and Human Rights Commission have been getting involved. They've actually written to him and told him that he was breaking the law by his refusal to set out the guidance officially for the government, for public sector, etc. And now SNP ministers are refusing to order places like the police or the Scottish Prison Services, the NHS or schools, etc., to follow the law. They too are now in breach of the Act. It means that men who pretend to be women are still situated, as of we speak, inside women's prisons, breaking the law. Who's breaking the law? Well, the men themselves, but I don't suppose they care. But every single guard, every single person in authority, the warden of the prison, the officials in the Ministry of Justice, and of course the minister herself, Angela Constance, they're all guilty. And of course, ultimately, the buck stops at the top, so they're all guilty. They all need to be prosecuted. Well, they're not going to probably prosecute them under, themselves under the police, because the person who would prosecute them is Dorothy Bain. She's sitting there. She's not going to exactly find herself guilty. So, the For Sex Matters and, Sex Matters Scotland, they're all having, or For Women Scotland and Sex Matters are both going to be taking the Scottish Government to court and suing them. Now, they can't get them on a criminal conviction, but they can sue them for damages, and that's exactly what they do. They're suing them for damages on behalf of the female prisoners. And it's going to be expensive, again, for the Scottish Government. They'll have taken, undoubtedly, legal advice, very expensive legal advice, that will say, no, you can't, you're in the loss, you're losing, you can't win. And then they'll ignore it, then they'll go to court, and then they'll be left with a huge bill. We know what's going to happen. But yeah, this is the whole thing, the whole problem with trans. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on all this. Do please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to get the channel up to 10,000. I know we've got a long way to go. I'd love to get the channel up to 10,000. So if each of you who is yet to sub hits the button, helps us move us on. What it does, it gets the stories out there. It means more people see them, more people become aware of what's going on. Within the confines of their government or their communities and there. So, absolutely helps the channel out. So, till the next story, thanks very much. Take care. And remember, women and girls are vulnerable to big violent men. Don't let big violent men into women's safe spaces. Thank you. Bye.